Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Happy Monday to everybody. Today I want to go over something that I've had some agents kind of call me complain. One agent even quit. So I said, you get to a point to where us as an office, us as a big company with all the training that home office does, we can only do so much to help you guys succeed. The burden is on you. In today's call, I'm going to kind of be a little more straightforward than I normally am, because what ends up happening, an agent thinks that they're going to get contracted somewhere, with us somewhere else. They're going to buy a lead, they're going to go to the house with a lead, and the client's supposed to buy from them. Well, wake up call number one this morning is that we hope it to work that way. Our desire is to work that way. Yet, you have no idea why the client sent the information in that they wanted. Now, us as agents have got to make changes in today's economy. When I started 25 years ago, the only thing we spoke about was final expense. Period, end of story, nothing else. There was probably, 50% less agents, if not more, doing what I did back in the day. So I had competition, but it's nowhere near like the competition we have today. So what you got to sit and understand is that you have got to sit and do more things with that one lead. You've got to try to cultivate something from that lead, whether it's an apartment complex, a mobile home park, a senior high-rise. So you got to sit and say, this lead is costing me X amount of dollars. What can I do? Not what am I supposed to do, everybody else tells me. What am I going to do to make this lead work better, to make more money? That is the whole reason of the call today, is to kind of like open your eyes up on what is available to you. There's a page Jay sent out probably about 3 weeks ago on all of the different things that you can offer. Life insurance, burial insurance, cremation, final expense. We got a long list of things that you can offer, and it all wraps around your life insurance license. On the other hand, on that list also is Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, Cancer Plan, accidental death plans, works under your health license. If you don't have a health license, I'm going to recommend you guys to start studying for it, get it, get with Heather. We've got a company we do business with that we send a lot of agents to, who give discounts to folks that come through us, to where you can get your health license, to where you can start offering Medicare Advantage. Now, lead cost is going up. Gas is going up. Food is going up. Things have changed, period. Now, I want you guys to write down some things I'm going to say today on alternative ways for you to make money. You're going to get a week where you're not going to make a lot of sales on your leads, yet you have the cost still. You can have weeks where you can have phenomenal weeks in sales. Lead cost is the same. It's just one of those things there. The old story is, when things are going great, you're making sales, you're doing $3,000 a week, $2,500 a week, whatever your AP is, that's enough money for me. Now, what agents don't realize is that there's something called chargebacks. There's something called buyer's remorse. NSF on a check. No matter how much money you are making, you got to try to make more. The reason why is today's times. Gasoline here over the weekend was $4.15 a gallon, and that's regular. That's no super high test. Diesel is almost $5 a gallon. Has it been that way in a long time? No. You blame it on anybody you want. It doesn't matter who you want to blame it on. My goal in life is to make more money, help you guys achieve the opportunity to make more money, to where we can understand is that we go to the grocery store, we pay $10 more, we get gas, we pay $15 more. It's just life, guys. It's just life in the big city. You can't whine about it. You can't cry about it. You got to sit and say, it's time to make changes. Now, How can you make more business sales on the leads you're getting or the clients you already have? Let's talk about the clients you already have. You need to break those clients up into zip codes if you're outdoor knocking. So you can either drop by and visit with them, call them, say I'm right around this part of the town, like to drop you off some information about a new company we have, something we're offering, something to get in front of the people to where you can ask them, do you have any friends you would like to give me? Do you have a child that's moved in town? Have any of your kids had grandkids that you want to get some insurance on? Must be more aggressive. I was aggressive back in the day, yet today, the only way for anybody to survive in any sales job, I said any, not just us, any, you got to reach outside your limits. You got to stretch. You got to get outside that little rowboat you have, you're rolling on real slow, and you need to actually jump in the water where it's cold and your feet can't touch the bottom. Now it's called survival. Survival comes to the ones that earn it. The ones that want to learn more, the ones that want to take advantage of the opportunity, the ones that actually want to do it. So they just say, Joe, I feel awkward asking for referrals. Okay. Joe, I don't feel comfortable knocking on a house next door. Okay. Joe, it's just not my style to knock on doors. I'd rather do it by phone. Okay. We all have our own styles. What we have to understand is we need to make money. You need to do everything you can to make money, either door knocking, buying a walking list, asking for referrals, knocking on the houses next door, calling your clients up to upgrade them from a 5 to a 7, a 7 to a 10, asking them for referrals, going to their house and doing the same exact thing, knocking on the doors around there. Everything we do in life is all about timing. You buy a lead, lead's no good, you don't want it, boop, you throw it away. Now, an agent goes online and buys an aged lead, 6 months old, 2 years old, and goes and makes a sale. You say, damn, Joe, how did he do that? Well, the time that you went and visited your client, he may not have been in a good mood. He may have had an argument with a spouse or a child. He may have lost his job. You don't know. So you think about it, all those old leads you have, bring them back out. Bring them back out, reprint them, do whatever you want, incorporate it into your brand new leads. It may say 2019 on top, 2020 on top. There's something called a Sharpie marker. Boop, put a little line through that 2020, that 2018. The people are not going to sit and go, you brought this lead to me, and it looks like you whited something out or you blacked something out. They're not going to do that. You will make sales. You want to go one step further. They write their age in there. The lead's 3 years old and they wrote down 58. Use that Sharpie marker to put like a little square around their age, 58, and kind of blot it into where they can't see it. Sometimes I don't have time and I don't do it. I tell the people, the agent that used to work this area is no longer here. My boss told me to come out to make sure you receive the information. That's why I'm here. Did you get the information? And you're nodding your head no. Okay? You're going to nod your head in the direction you want that client to follow you in. Now, let's talk about when you write down a beneficiary on an application. Why don't you ask for the client's phone number? Ask for the beneficiary's phone number. Why don't you call that beneficiary up and say, I was just visiting with your mom, your uncle, your aunt. She put you down as a beneficiary, and I've got you down as an emergency contact, so God forbid when something happens, I'm going to be able to get a hold of you if somebody else reports this here. Then from there, you take a step backward, you see how the conversation is going, and you're saying, oh, by the way, I do life insurance, health insurance, I do annuities. If you ever need anything, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. Okay, oh, do you have any type of life insurance? Who do you have your health insurance with? You've got a live body on the phone. It's an opportunity to make a sale. It's an opportunity to get out of that uncomfortable comfort zone you're in to do something different. What about adding a different carrier to your portfolio? A lot of agents are now adding Columbian Life. A lot of agents are adding American Amicable because there's no psychological questions there. Bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, not even a question on the American Amicable's application. A lot of agents are adding GTL, which has a better payout for your client who's almost guaranteed. There's 6 health questions. Look at the emails you sent, that we sent you. Look at them. The more you have in your book, the more you can offer. Because when you go to somebody's house and you don't feel that you're equipped, you don't feel you have all the proper tools, what's going to happen is that you're going to be at the door, I don't have any company cards. What if you end up talking yourself out of it. Load yourself up with what you need. Everything I've said, and I'm going to go in more detail in a second, you got to make a plan on a study plan. Not a steady plan, a study plan. When you're in our business, you need to know about your products so when you're in a home, the words come off your tongue easier. It takes time to learn this here. Had a friend of mine years and years ago said, "Damn, Joe, you're just so smooth at it. You're so good at it. I just can't do it." I said, "Well, I started off like you, as you did. I studied. I messed up. I skinned my knees. I just totally messed up bad a lot of times. Yet when you learn from those mistakes, that's going to take you to the higher level to where your confidence level is going to grow to where you're going to want to do different things." When you're in the house, are you guys cross-selling? When they're talking about a life insurance plan, do you talk about additional stuff? Are you talking to them about Medicare Advantage, a cancer plan, a hospital indemnity plan? You have all of this available to you. Get with Jay. When you're in the house, the worst they can say is, "No, I don't need it." Your response is going to be, "Well, have you ever had one before? Do you know the benefits of it?" Maybe kind of go over how the program works. It's unbelievable how inexpensive it is. Shoot her thing later. Now, you must be more advantage. Woo! Wrong word. You must be more aggressive. You must be more aggressive today. Because if you're not aggressive, somebody else will be it and take what you have away. Number 2, if you're with a client and you only offer them one program, final expense, and now it's coming AEP, and you do not have your Medicare Advantage licenses, there's a possibility that that client is going to say, "I want everything with one agent." So they're going to move your life insurance policy to him, even if it costs $1 more. They're going to get their Medicare Advantage from him. Now he controls your house that you started. I personally cannot handle that. I can't handle that. When I buy a lead, that lead is going to work and work and work and work for me. I was working in an area called Shady Hills, which is in Pasco County, right around here. I went to this one mobile home. They had a big old pit bull outside. I'm not beating my horn. Some young man opened the door and says, come on in. And I'm saying, I'm not going nowhere. This dog had teeth this big, his head was this big here, and he hadn't eaten in 2 weeks. So I said, Joe, it's game time, you gotta go. I said, do you mind doing me a favor, kind of grabbing that dog, if you don't mind, until I get to meet it? The next time I come, I'll pet him. He said, yes, sir. He walked outside, went down the stairs, grabbed that dog. I walked up. The dog didn't want to eat me at that time because the kid was there. Walked inside that house. On that one home, guys, by me just talking and being nice, the same ability you guys have, the card was for the mother. She got a policy. I used to, in the day, deliver my policy. I didn't care if the policy was for 25 cents because that was my way of going back my comfort zone and asking for referrals. I ended up writing the mother in the beginning, her daughter, the daughter's boyfriend, the daughter's son, the boyfriend's mother, and the boyfriend's nephew. They all lived there. Went back again, probably about 3 or 4 months later, because they sent another card in. Can't seem to understand why they sent the card in. And ended up writing the mother, the original person's nephew that just moved in. I'm saying this is all for one lead. I control that house. I still, to this day, control that house. Why? Because I want to. The feeling that I get when I help somebody out puts some endorphins in my body that just give me that great feeling, as well as putting food on my table. They do everything with me. Everything. They need car insurance, you know who they call? Me. They need contents insurance for their mobile home, you know who they call? It is me. This is something I want you guys to try to get accustomed to. When you go into a house, you are going to be the owner of that house. The only thing about that house does not have your name on it is the deed or the mortgage. You're going to be there to help and assist these people. Now, a couple more things I'll let you guys go. What about if you are a little bit nervous to ask for referrals? I don't feel comfortable asking for referrals, Joe. It just doesn't sit right. I don't want them to tell me no. I don't want them to cancel the policy I just wrote. There's something on the back office that Jay has for you that he put up last week, and it's called a referral sheet. Hand it to the people and say, this is a list, this is a form that I would like for you to fill out for me of folks that I can go visit that you feel may need my help. And anybody who buys something from me, I will give you a $25 gift card. I'll bring out another paper, and I think I've got Publix, Target, Walmart, a gas card. I've got about 7 different things on there that I'm going to get them to pick something from. Think about it. They have an opportunity to make $25 to give me a name. I'm not going to say every person, because I don't sit and BS on these calls. 90%, let's go 80% of them will put at least one name down. Some are putting 5. And here's the nice part. It costs me nothing other than, do you have anybody that I can go see to give this free information to? Their thought is, if I give him more, I probably can make another $25. When somebody buys something, you call the person up and say, Frankie Jones just got something from me. As soon as the policy is issued, I'm going to come by with your $25, and you look at the sheet, Visa gas card. I've gone to the house to deliver them, guys, and people have actually bought more or given me more names. Another way you can do it is, if you want, you can go out and buy dollar scratch-off tickets. A lot of those scratch-off tickets. See, for every name you give me, I'll give you a dollar scratch-off. You have 4 or 5 different ones, and say which one you want. I want 2 of those or 1 of those. You give it to them. Okay? Tell them, scratch it off, scratch it off. When they scratch it off and they win, now they're trying to find somebody else to give you. 2 more things. If you guys want to do a little bit more phone sales by phone because you don't want to get out and door knock, okay, or you're not getting enough leads in your area, Heather and I found a place that does $25 phone transfers. Catch is, you got to be licensed in 10 states. So this is more for the phoning people than the door knocking people. $25 for a live transfer, it goes straight to you. He says he does all of the proper scrubbing for us. Okay? Talk about cross-selling. Last one. 2 more things. Have you ever thought about when you go to a mobile home park or an apartment complex or a high-rise office building to make friends with the person who's in charge. A lot of the mobile home parks have a manager. All the apartment complexes have a manager. And usually the high-rise people have one or two people who sit at the front desk, who work there, who you got to go through. We call them all the gatekeepers. What if you were to think outside the box and say to them, what I would like to do is to help out the folks that live here. Medicare Advantage is coming around. Final expense is here all the time. What would it take for me to you give me permission to I go put something under their door or something in their move-in package or advertise in your little monthly newsletter? They say, sure, you can advertise in a monthly newsletter, find out what it costs. If you feel it's worth your time and effort, do it. If they do not have that there, and they're kind of heeing and hawing, and you know, Joe, I'm not real, everybody's going to give you a little bit of excuse. Now, what if you tell them, what I'm willing to do for you allowing me to put this under their door, or to put it in their move-in package, or to sit up here and hand stuff out to you. What if I buy you a $50,000 accidental life insurance program? $50,000? Are you serious? Yes, ma'am. It's my way of saying thank you. In Florida, all states have different rates. Florida for $50,000 is $4.80. Figure that's 5 times 12, that's 60. It's like $57, I believe. I worked it out. You buy that for them, you give it to them, you sell it to them, and you make the commission back that year. Whatever your commission is, figure your commission, you're going to get back a minimum of 50% of that there. So now you've spent, let's say $30, you've made that person happy with a $50,000 accidental policy, and she's now going to give you the leeway to do not whatever you want, but to hold little meetings in there, use their conference room. When you come and bring donuts or soft drinks or something, have a little side package for her or for him. These are things I want you guys to start thinking about when you're doing more different things. And lastly, annuities. Got an agent that works with us in Massachusetts, bought some leads. Said, Joe, I made 2 sales. I said, great. Who'd you put them with? He said, a theme. I said, a theme? What'd you put with him? Joe, they wanted an annuity. Now, what we do, you really don't run across a lot of people who have money for an annuity. Yet if you do, make some notes. Call the office. Jay will give you Jeremy's phone number, who works at home office, and he will tell you which carrier to put your client with. They need this, they need this. So what you got to do is find out their age, their date of birth, what are they planning on doing with the money, how much more money they have, if they're willing to tell you, to give Jeremy somewhat of a little picture of what you're doing, and he'll actually walk you through every single thing. How easy can that be? Think about it. How easy could that be to walk into a house and it's all of a sudden to say, are you happy with the return on your investments? You have money in a CD. How much you getting? What if I was to get you something a little bit better? Can I shop it around to help you out? When they say yes, hello, Jeremy, this is Jack Skaggs. I got somebody else, let's talk. Think outside the box. Do things a little bit differently. Be more aggressive. Control the house. Go to apartment complexes. And see what you can do to work that area. Okay, guys, if you need a different carrier, you need information, get with Jay, Heather, Sierra, or me. We're here for you. Make it a great day. Today's a little bit of a long-winded call, but it's long overdue. Thank you, guys. Hit them hard. Be safe.